Welcome to the Divine Living Talk Show. I'm your host, Gina DeVee, and this is your spiritual segment where you get your weekly dose of spiritual connection. You are 10 minutes away from feeling grounded, transformed, connected, and on track for your life. So shut off any devices, grab a green juice or your coffee, and let's get started. Welcome to the Divine Living Talk Show. I'm your host, Gina DeVee, and today we are talking about My God is Badass is Yours. So, here's what I have come to discover. We humans can get really small in our thinking, really tight, and really boxed in. And yet, the universe, or God, or spirit, or source is so out of the box and so unlimited and so miraculous. So we have like human in their little box routine. I need certainty and structure and craving this need to know everything that's happening world, and this complete world of the unknown, the miraculous, the what else is possible mode. Which one are you going to pick? Now, I know the temptation is to want to know what's happening and have your safety and security. But I am telling you, this sucks the life out of your purpose and what's possible for you. Now, a little mix of both might be fine a little bit along the way. But here's what I've come to find out. When you create a way of being so connected with your spirituality, you get to be divinely guided in a way that just explodes and opens up so much more possibility, so much more love, so much more fun, so much more abundance. And what I've also learned is God and the universe and source and spirit, they don't function on your mother's rules or your grandfather's rules or even your society's rules. So I think that one of the gifts of being alive at this time on the planet is to totally open up to truth, and only you and God get to pick that truth. Only you and the universe know what the truth is for you. There are so many ways to live life. So if you are scrunched and in fear about money and trying to get your kid off to school or figure out how to pay your bills, this is a lowly existence. This is just merely existing. And when I know what Spirit wants for you is absolutely to thrive, to go through your life dancing. It doesn't mean that there's not some effort that needs put in. It doesn't mean that there isn't work involved. But when your work is part of your purpose, it's joyful. There's a line in the Course in Miracles that talks about effortless accomplishment. So I'm going to invite you to open up to what else is possible for your life. If there's so many ways to do life, are you living the life that you are proud of? Are you living your life by design? Are you living the way that little girl inside of you knew that one day she was going to do something big? Are you living with freedom? Because when you're connected with source and spirituality, that's where you are guided to. You know, sometimes I take a look at people who are like driving to work and they're in their box and they're doing their thing. I look at the traffic and it's like, you know, we're so fortunate as entrepreneurs. We get to do our work from anywhere in the world. And here I used to think that like going to work meant putting on pantyhose and sitting in an office and being there all day with my little sack lunch and then driving home. It's like, for me, that wasn't what I was meant for, but it's the way that I was existing. So I needed to open up to what else was possible. And the only way that I could do that was to keep asking, keep going to spirit, keep saying, what am I meant for? How can I serve? And then I was introduced to life coaching. I was introduced to internet marketing. I was introduced to the people that I needed to meet to show me what a big world it is out there. And you know, the more I travel, the more I realize there are so many phenomenal ways to do life. And so I think that it's time for us to really get Are we playing to win or playing not to lose? Are we really going for our dreams? Or are you working so hard now so that one day you can like save and do what you want in retirement? F that. You don't even know that you're going to get those years. What you know is that you've got right now. What you know is that you have a choice right now. You might need a massive overhaul and a complete life transformation change, or there might be some tweak where you're just like, you know what? I'm going to start taking the month of August off. Or, you know what? I am going to move or leave this relationship or set down some guidelines in this relationship that are true non-negotiables. Not just you bitching about what needs to change, but really being so fierce about you've got this one life to live. Are you connected with a passionate lover that you are enjoying being your life partner? Or is it time for you to move on? There's this shakeup that's going on with women around the world, from lifestyle choices to romantic partners to living a career on purpose to living out of the box. I mean, I know what I got going on right now. I'm a luxury nomad. Like, I don't want to pin myself down to one place and one house. So I've given myself permission to travel around the world, and I land where I land. Now, do not dare tell me that I'm lucky or that I can do this because I don't have kids. Because I got about a few hundred women clients who are women entrepreneurs with kids that are doing the exact same thing. This is about following a no excuses policy. This is about honoring your desires and having done the work to be clear on them. And you go to the universe and you're like, what's next and what am I meant for? And you go for it, not in a small way, but in a totally phenomenal big way, in a totally alive way where you're like, yes, this is badass. Yes, this is what is possible. Yes, my life is so much better than I even dreamed. Because I know that that is how the universe works. That when you show up to be of service, to go for the what else, to think bigger, to dream bigger, to reach out, that is what you are going to get. The right books, the right people, the right opportunities, that right aha moment, the courage and the bravery to stop saying yes to status quo and start saying yes to the bigness that is within you. God, universe, source, spirit, it's so enormous. It's so unlimited. It's so full of love and power and potential and possibility. Let it burst through you. And you'll be able to do that by spending time with spirit, doing your spiritual workout every day, and merely asking, merely having the audacity to say, what else is possible here? But I got a feeling you already know. Most of us women are somewhat in tune with what we really desire, but we have some sort of limitation about like, can I really have that penthouse apartment in New York City? Is my book really going to make that big of an impact in the world? Can I really make that level of money? Is summer in the south of France really possible for moi? Oui, oui. Absolutely it is, if those are your real desires. And I know that because I started on the journey and I started saying, I'd like to experience that. I'm drawn to that. I'm attracted to that. Dear God, please show me the way, because you living a life based on your desires and connected with spirit is such a service in and of itself. It's so interesting. It shows other women how they can give themselves permission to leave abusive relationships, to leave soul-sucking jobs, to start creative endeavors that they're super thrilled with, to go trek and hike Machu Picchu. Like, whatever your dreams are, live this life. Do not wait any longer. Unless you have gotten very specific, clear guidance that you are supposed to wait for something, go for it. Be connected and you'll get, there's nothing slow moving about God. There's a lot slow moving about humanity. That's also why I like to teach like spirituality and money making stuff. This stuff is instantaneous. You'll never watch me teaching weight loss. That shit takes time. You can't lose 10 pounds in a day, but you can make 10 grand in a day. Like, this is where it gets really exciting. So allow yourself the opportunity to bend time and space, and you will do that when you get into your femininity. When you get that femininity is your superpower and so is your connection with spirituality, then you will start seeing what power you have in you to change your circumstances, to create the miracles, to change the dynamic that's going on in your business or your bank account or your body or your relationship, and start living your life when you're just like, how good am I willing to let life get? Really great, and even better. So know that this is very much a spiritual practice. You know, we've been taught so much that spirituality is connected to some sort of punishing religion. I have shifted that within me, and I accept that the universe is about guidance. It's about pleasure. And even when you're working, even when you're being disciplined about your work, there's something pleasurable about it. So if you are not in pleasure, I invite you to really take a look at how connected are you spiritually, and was that a divine assignment that was given to you, or are you shooting yourself thinking that you have to do something for someone else's rules? Because when you live by your rules and connected with your very alive, spontaneous, open-hearted, spiritual nature, you're going to see what's possible, and it's going to happen fast, it's going to happen quick, it's going to be filled with fun, and you will see a life full of miracles will become your new normal. So, I want to hear what you are committed to creating in your new normal by connecting with your badass God source spirit, angels, whatever your deal is. Leave your comments here, and please go share it with the people that need to remember you were never meant to be stuck in any routine or any box or any institution, relationship, job, or otherwise that sucks the soul out of you. Go breathe life into your soul and share this episode with someone who needs it today.